Get working on getting Facebook on here. All right, Facebook's with us. Facebook here on the laptop, Instagram up here on my phone on a tripod. So if you see me looking back and forth, that is what I'm doing. I'm going to check my tech really fast. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure that this is streaming in the places it is supposed to be streaming. Yes, there I am. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's great to see yourself on camera, isn't it? Oh my goodness, you guys. Happy Friday Eve day to everybody. I cannot believe that next week is May. Can you? I mean, who turned up the time dial? I don't know how many times I've said that lately. But as I said, I've got Facebook down here, Instagram up here, and YouTube also. Forgot about my YouTubers. Sorry, YouTubers. Didn't mean to forget about you. I'm so glad to see everybody here. If you're catching this on Facebook, I want you to give StreamYard permission for me to see your name when you make comments. Otherwise, it just says Facebook user, and that's not very fun. So if you'll go to StreamYard.com/Facebook and give permission, then when you make a comment, I can see your name and I can shout you out. Today, we are going to talk about hiring a coach. I'm going to give you straight talk about coaching. Do you need one? Is this something that you need for your business, for your life, for your health, for your whatever? I'm going to give you the straight talk about it, the why, the how, because a lot of people talk to you about the why, and nobody really tells you about the how of anything, right? That's my frustration in the online space. It's like a whole bunch of people will tell you the why and the what. They don't tell you the how. Today, I'm going to tell you the how. But first, if you're new to me and I'm new to you, I am Tracy Beavers. I am your business and sales coach. And my passion is helping you, the small business owner, solopreneur, build that business of your dreams, gain that income that you seek, clients on repeat, consistent income, and save your sanity. Have time for your family and your friends along the way and have a little fun. And you're probably thinking that's not possible. It is. It is absolutely possible. I work with my clients to create a clear roadmap of action steps, all laid out, easy to follow, so they can build their businesses with their blinders on. My clients have doubled their income. Some have tripled their revenue. Some have gone from being a quarter of the way booked in their client roster to fully booked with wait lists in our time together in our sessions. So what do you want to accomplish in your business? I can get you there. I want to highlight one of my private clients. She is amazing. She is an absolutely outstanding esthetician and waxologist, if that's even a thing. You guys, in 90 days of coaching with me, she nailed her perfect pricing. She has increased her revenue to the point that she's now able to expand her office, right? That's exciting. And she went from being a little bit booked to fully booked. And I want to talk about my students in my Business Visibility Made Easy program. We started on Monday. Our first live call was yesterday. It was high energy, so much fun. They're asking questions. We're getting them answers. They're getting to know one another. This group is going to do big things. And I just want to shout them out as well. If you're here live, give me a live, give me a heart, give me emoji, give me a hey Tracy, give me a something that lights up my world. And if you're catching it by replay, no shame in that game. Just give me a hashtag replay so that I can shout you out later and say hello. If you have questions or comments as I go through these trainings every week, throw them in the chat. So Facebook, I'll see yours right after I'm finished. Instagram, I'm screen recording. So if you have a question, throw it in there. I will see it, or shoot me a DM. Either way, whatever your comfort level is. But I'd love to know your thoughts. I'd love to know if you have a question or a comment about what I'm going to talk about today or any week, as a matter of fact. And YouTubers down here, don't forget, you do the same thing. Throw yours into the comments. I will see them and I can answer you. So let's dive into today's topic. Let's talk about coaching. Let's talk about, do you even need to hire a coach? Let's talk about the why of it, okay? So we're going to talk through the why of hiring a coach. And I want you to know this goes for any kind of coach you are thinking about hiring. Life coach, health coach, wellness coach, personal trainer, that counts. Business coach, sales coach, marketing coach like me, right? Any type. You guys, you hear me say this every week, and I want you to remember this. Being an entrepreneur is not easy. It is hard. And there are so many moving pieces and parts that we're carrying around in our brain. And when we carry around everything in our brain, it feels heavy and it feels confusing and it feels overwhelming. Am I right? Is anybody resonating with me here? Give me some hearts, give me some emojis, give me some smiley faces. It can cause us, all of that carrying around in your brain can cause you to start to doubt yourself and your own sanity. It's like, am I crazy? What am I doing? And we feel like we don't know what we're doing. So it can feel like a lot because you are the chief, you are the cook, you are the bottle washer, you are everything when you first start out. So tell me if I'm on the right track, because I know I am. All right, hiring a coach, you guys, and again, any kind of coach, is like taking the scissors and cutting through all of that noise, all of that chatter, all of that clutter, cutting through it so you can focus on the parts that really, really matter. And you may be thinking to yourself, I'm a smart person. I'm a business owner. I'm successful. Why can't I do this for myself? I've thought the same thing. And I'll tell you, I love my coach and I will probably never be without one. The reason why we cannot do this for ourselves is because we are smack dab in the middle of it. You are in the middle of the deep end of the swimming pool, paddling for your life with too much going on. And it's too hard to see what you need to see when you're right in the middle of it. I hope that makes sense. This analogy will help you. Here's this just popped into my head. Okay. I want you to picture yourself. You're in a car all by yourself. You're the only car. You're driving on a dark road. All right. Headlights are on and all you can see is what the light shines on. That's it. That's all you can see, right? Everything else is in shadow. This is what a coach does for you. This is exactly what a coach does for you. They shine the light on the important stuff so you can focus and you don't get distracted by all the things that are on the side, right? All those shiny object things and squirrels and stuff like that we go, oh, that looks good. Oh, that looks good. Maybe I'll try a little piece of that for a while. No, a coach is there to go, hold on, wait a minute. That idea is a good one, but we're going to park that in the parking lot for right now. And we're going to work on what's in front of you. And then we'll come back to that. That is an example of what a coach can do for you. They can take your awesome idea and blow it up. Let me give you an example. This happened this week. One of my clients and I were in session on Tuesday. She was invited to have a booth at a local vendor event. And I'm so excited for her. First of all, that anybody's having a vendor event and we're doing some stuff in person. But second of all, that she got an invitation. Love it. So we were talking about the vendor event and how she could max this sucker out, right? Preparation before, activities to do during, and activities to do after. These were things she had not thought about. I wanted her to get the maximum benefit out of this thing. If she's going to prepare for this thing, spend her money on stuff for it, go and take 2 hours at the event, probably at least an hour before and an hour. I mean, we're talking a lot of time, right? A lot of time, a lot of money. You got to max this thing out. So as I'm walking her through the strategy and the ideas, she was like, oh, wow, I didn't think about that. Okay, yeah, I'm going to write that down. Oh, okay, wait, hold on. That makes perfect sense. I'll do it that way instead of the way I was thinking of. You guys, this woman is a highly successful businesswoman. Could she have done this on her own? Maybe, but there was too much to think about. She needed a guide alongside her to walk alongside her and go, okay, yeah, have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? Let's 10x that idea. Let's make it even better. You see where I'm going with that? And here's another short example. One of my clients has a virtual online business. We made one simple tweak. I think my Instagram just paused. We made one simple tweak to her Instagram social media content regarding one product that she offers. In her sales in 1 week went from the normal $500 a week to $2,500 a week in 1 week by one simple tweak. Again, this is a smart, award-winning, talented businesswoman. But she needed a guide and she needed to have somebody come alongside her and look at what she was doing. A coach can fill in the gaps that you have in your knowledge. They can call you on your own BS and your limiting beliefs. I don't know about you, but I got BS. I got limiting beliefs. We all do, right? A coach can remind you how freaking awesome you are when you have a down day. Because let me tell you, I don't care how successful you are, how much money you're making. You're going to have a down day. I just told a gal that to get today on Instagram, Precious girl, just started her business not too long ago. She's really excited. And I just told her, I'm here for you. I'm cheering for you. And if you ever have a down day, I want you to know it's normal. You're going to have it, but pick yourself back up and keep going. And a coach this is super important. I was laughing about this earlier this morning, thinking about this training I was going to do for y'all. Y'all know my husband is the sweetest thing ever. There's a reason why I call him Smoking Hot Hubs, because he's so precious. And if you ever met him, you'd go, oh yes, she's so right. He's adorable. Okay. He is my biggest cheerleader. Do you think he really has a clue what I do? No, not really. Okay. I love him, but he's always like, you're going to be the best. I could totally screw up this live training today. And he would go, you were the best one there. And I would be like, okay, thanks. But a coach is 100% objective, where your friends, your family, your colleagues, your accountability group is not always going to be honest with you because they love you and they don't want to tell you the truth and they don't want to hurt your feelings. But a coach can come alongside you, not hurt your feelings, but kind of say, okay, you know, that idea is good, but here's how we can make it better. Or yeah, that idea stinks. We're not going to do that. That's the wrong strategy. We're going to do this one over here. Do you see what I mean? So if you're asking your friends and family for business advice for your business, it's not a good idea. All right. Coaches can open up your mind to things you never even thought about. Stu McLaren was doing a training the other day. He said something that really stuck with me, and I wanted to share it with you. He said that we think as business owners that we need more information, more trainings, more free stuff, watch more videos. What we actually need is less. More is what creates that overwhelm where we feel like we're stuck in the mud and we don't know which way to go. Focusing laser beam headlights on your true action steps that you need to accomplish and actually doing less sounds counterintuitive, but doing less is going to get you to your goal faster. And this is what a coach can do for you. So that's the why. Let's talk about the how. How do you find a coach to hire? And listen, let me tell you something. This is based on my own experience. And this is why I always tell people, if you want a short, free info call with me, let's throw me a DM. Let's hop on the Zoom. Let's talk about it. I'm going to be the first person to tell you if I'm not a good fit for you, because I have hired people in the past that promised me things they didn't deliver on, that made claims that were not true, that I thought I was going to get lots of time with this person that I was hiring, and it turns out I didn't. I never, ever want that for you or for anyone. It's not fair, it's wrong, and I don't like it. So that's me on my soapbox. I'm going to get off my preacher stand. Let's get into the how. Now, I just told you why you need a coach that can actually help you 10x your business. Let's talk about how to find one, how to cut through the noise, how to hire one. And again, this is based on my own experience of hiring the wrong people, wasting a lot of money. Anybody else relate to me? Raise your hand, throw me an emoji, throw me something. And the wrong hires. Now listen, I could beat myself up over this and you could do it too. There's no shame in this. We have to try some things, and sometimes they are great and sometimes they are a fail. Am I right? And it's what we do with that failure that is going to determine our success. So what I had to ask myself was, okay, what did I learn from that? And what am I going to do different going forward? So it's made me a better coach. It's made me understand my clients better. It's made me be more clear in helping my clients set their expectations. So I want you to ask yourself a question. Okay, so if you're trying to figure out, Tracy, do I even need to hire a coach? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to take time to get quiet. Doesn't have to be for very long. I know some of you just went, when am I going to have time for that? Okay, turn off distractions. Think, what is it in my business that is causing me to feel confusion, overwhelm, no growth, stuckness? Is that even a word? Stuckiness. Yeah, I just made it a word. I make up words all the time, y'all. I need to write these down. I need to have a dictionary. And if you don't know the answer to that question, then that is a sign that you need to hire a coach immediately. And it doesn't have to be a big thing. It could be one laser focused session where you come to that coach and you're like, I don't even know what I really think I need. And that person helps you figure it out. You don't have to hire them. You just get that laser session and you go and you get it done. I've done that before and it's amazing. Okay, if you know the answer to the question after you asked yourself those questions and got quiet, based on what you've uncovered, what type of coach do you need? Do you need somebody for the financial side of your business? Because that's very different than what I do. I could try it, but it wouldn't be good. Somebody for time management, I can do that. Somebody for your workflow systems and processes with your team and your employees, may be able to do that, but probably not. That's not my strength. Somebody for the marketing, for the sales side, for the business side, that's me, right? But also it depends on what you're specifically looking for. So that's a great question to think about. What kind of coach am I looking for? Now, I want you to ask around. This is where I want you to ask your colleagues, your accountability pod, your fellow business owners, right? Your friends, your family. Ask in the Facebook groups that you're in, right? And if you're on LinkedIn, in the LinkedIn groups that you're in. Who have these people used? Who have they liked and not liked? A word of mouth referral from somebody can tell you about they can tell you about their experience. They can tell you that how they went into it feeling. They can tell you the outcome they got, the transformation they got. And that word of mouth referral is worth, in my opinion, way more than any fancy website, because we all know anybody can post any things they want about themselves on social media, whether or not they're true. And anybody can put anything they want on their website, whether or not it's true. Do your homework. And when you find a coach that you think you want to work with, I want you to check them out. I want you to stick them under a magnifying glass. You're about to spend money with this person. Look at their website. Get a feel for their personality. See if it meshes with yours. I cannot work with somebody who is aggressive or short of tone. I need somebody who is sunshiny, happy, and warm and fuzzy. That's me. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody that has a good sense of humor and somebody that will also hold me accountable. Get a feel for their personality. Make sure it's going to mesh with yours. Read their testimonials. Read them and their case studies. And if they don't have any, or they only have a few, then I'd be asking that question. Why don't you have any testimonials? Or why do you only have, maybe they just started out. Maybe they just got started and they have 2 testimonials and they're an amazing coach, but they just got started. That's a valid question to ask. Check them out on social media. And you probably know where I'm going with this based on all the trainings that we've already done. This is why your social media profile has to be maxed out. I'm going to come check you out on social media before I give you my money. I'm going to go look for you on Facebook, Instagram. I'm going to see if you've got a Facebook business page. I'm going to see if you've got a website. I'm going to see if you're on LinkedIn. And I'm going to make sure all that stuff matches before I give you my money. Because people are curious about you. They're going to go sniffing around. So you got to make sure all that stuff is maxed out on your profiles. And if you need help with that, let me know. I've got a training on that. I think it was last week or the week before. Can't remember. I've slept since then. Anyway, another thing to consider, what is that coach's experience? How long have they been in the coaching space? Now, just like I said, just because somebody's just starting out doesn't mean they're not good. But you do need to ask the question, how long have they been doing this? You want somebody, ideally, that is farther ahead than you, or at least has way more experience than you. Maybe they've been in corporate America with a 9-to-5 for a while and have 10 years of experience and just started out as a coach. That would still be a good fit, in my opinion, because that's how I got started. I've got close to 20 years of experience. In large part, it was in a 9-to-5 corporate job, building businesses and gaining market share and doing marketing and all that jazz for other people. That is what people need to ask me now. If it was day one of me coaching, that experience, in my opinion, applies. You want somebody that is further ahead than you, but also not so far ahead of you that they have forgotten what it's like to be you. I hired this coach that I'm talking about. I hired this coach a year or so ago, and it was not a good fit because she was super successful, multi-million-dollar business owner. She was so far ahead of me that she had forgotten what it was like, where I was in my business growth, what it was like to be me. And I ended up feeling very lost, and she was not able to guide me effectively. And that was a huge fail, right? But it taught me something. Okay. Ask for a free info call. You know that I offer these. They are important. If they don't offer them, don't hire them. That's my opinion. If they do not have 15 to 20 minutes to hop on Zoom or at least hop on the phone with you, don't hire them. It's a hard no for me. I've got short info calls. that I give people. I have had short info calls with coaches that I've considered hiring. There was one gal I hopped on the phone with. I think she's from the US, but she happened to be traveling through Portugal at the time, which sounded really fabulous and impressive, right? But she was a total hard sell the entire time we were on the phone. And she didn't understand why I couldn't decide right then in that moment to spend $10,000 with her. I was like, I'm going to need a minute. I'm going to need a minute to think about this. So that I got off the phone and I was like, nope. Sorry, Portugal sister, not hiring you. Huge red flag. So if somebody's trying to pressure you, not a good sign. What do they offer? Different coaches coach in different ways, and you need to figure out what your best method is of learning. It could be private one-to-one, like what I offer. It could be group. I offer that as well. It could be mastermind style, which is kind of like a group. It could be a combination of both. You could pay for a package and get some one-to-one and some group. Whatever it is, ask them that question though. And if it is only a group and mastermind style and there's no private one-to-one offered, that's okay. What I want to know is, how much time are you actually going to get with that coach? Do you get 5 minutes with them twice a month on a group call when there's so many people in the group? How many people are in the group? There's going to be hundreds of people in the group. You're going to be fighting for some attention. That may not be a good fit for you. And the other question I would ask is, do you get to work with that person that you're talking to, the person you think you're hiring, or do they have a team with community coaches and you're going to end up assigned to a community coach and you get maybe 20 minutes a month with that community coach? If that works for you, that's great. That did not work for me. If you're doing private one-to-one sessions, can you contact them in between sessions when you get stuck? Because you will, by either email or DM or Voxer or WhatsApp or Marco Polo. There's a million of those little apps out there where you can contact people back and forth. And my other question is, what kind of roadmap are they going to create for me? Are they going to actually step-by-step this thing out for me? Because that's the way I learn, is step-by-step, very clear with my blinders on. Are they going to record the calls? I love it that my coach records our calls because they're in a Google folder. I can go back. I can listen to them anytime that I get stuck or I'm like, wait, what was it we were talking about? Because you can only take notes so fast. If they record the session, you don't have to worry about taking notes. You can just listen, ask your questions, move through it, go back and listen later and take notes. And do they make notes for you? I make notes for my clients. Not only do I record our private one-to-one sessions, but I also make notes and I go in and I update the notes and I say, okay, here are the things that we've talked about. Here's your action steps. And then here's some future ideas that we're going to talk about as we move down the road, because I want them to know that I'm thinking about them and that I do have more ideas in mind than just what I've written from our sessions. What are you getting for your investment? That's what I want you to ask. Okay, this is my last point. Hopefully you're still with me. Do not be afraid to make an investment in yourself and in your business by hiring a coach. Now, I told you why you need one. I told you how to find one and the questions to ask. Then the last question is, do you really want to succeed? Because you are going to be, and I'm not making this up, this is true. You are 95% more likely to be successful in anything you want to achieve. Your relationships, your health and wellness, your life, your ability, relationships, your ability to talk to your teenagers. Life coach, good for that. Your business growth, your marketing, your sales, with a coach by your side than if you try to go it alone. You're 95% more successful. Every successful person I know on the Forbes list has a coach. Some of them have multiple coaches. Every successful pro athlete that I know, an Olympian, has a coach. Sometimes multiple coaches. There is a reason why these people are at the top of their game. There is a reason why they are on the Forbes list. There is a reason why these athletes are winning these titles and these Olympians are standing on the podium accepting gold medals. If you're considering hiring a coach, I want you to think through this information. I want you to think about, what do I need? Where do I want to go? Not where Susie Q wants to go or so-and-so that's your competitor. Where do you want to go? Grow authentic to you. Ask the right questions and then be willing to step out of fear and into confidence and make that investment in yourself and your business. You deserve to have that support and you deserve to have that success. So I hope, as I hope every week, that these tips have helped you. And I want to know what you think. I want to know what you want to hear more about, learn more about. It's my goal to be of value to you and be of service. And if you're loving this content, I want you to save it into your favorites and create your own library of awesome videos. Now, here's what I want you to do now. As your coach, it's so important to me that I give you lots of free stuff. Even though sometimes too much free stuff is not a good thing. Take what you want, leave what you don't. Go to tracybeavers.com/resources to grab whatever stuff I've got that you want that looks good to you. My assistant Jill in the Facebook comments is going to toss that in there. And Instagrammers, the link is in my bio, tracybeavers.com/resources. Facebookers, Jill's going to throw that in there. Jill's back this week. I'm so glad. Last week, you guys know she was taking her sweet mom to lunch for her birthday. And bless her heart, now she's back here and stuck at work with me. Thanks, Jill. I really, really appreciate you. All right. Remember, I say this every week. You know what I'm going to say? Don't go it alone. And I hope this gets hard. I hope if I say this enough, you start to think about it when you have a bad day. Being an entrepreneur is hard. Instagram, being an entrepreneur is hard. Okay. Some days, everybody wants everything we've got and we sell out. Everybody wants to buy what you're selling. Other days, you can't get anybody on the phone. Nobody's answering your DMs. Nobody shows up to your live training. They don't even want to know your name. And if you think you're alone, I am telling you, you're not. I talk to plenty of entrepreneurs and business owners. Some of them are my clients. Some of them are my colleagues. Some of them are in my accountability pods and my masterminds. We all have days like that. Doesn't matter if you're on day 1 or you're on day 37,565 and you're a gazillion dollar business owner. Doesn't matter. We're all human. We all feel this way. I am here for you. And you know, I've said this probably 20 times in this whole training. I offer a free short info call. Don't be afraid. DM me, email me, whatever, connect with me. Let's talk about coaching. Let's have an honest conversation. You can ask me all of your questions. I am a complete open book, and I will be the first one to tell you if I'm not the right coach for you. But I may be able to help you find the right person. If I'm not the right person for you, I do know tons of coaches, and I may be able to direct you to the perfect person. Your success is what is my priority, not my paycheck, not my checking account. Your success. And maybe that doesn't make me a great business coach. Maybe that doesn't make me a great salesperson. But I'm telling you, that's the way I live my life. I would rather have you be happy, and I know that is going to come back to me tenfold every single time. If you're catching this on Instagram, I want you to come over into our Facebook group. We do more than weekly live trainings. We network, we collaborate, we support each other. People are making great connections. They are finding great clients in the group. They are finding their next best collaboration partner. Come into Facebook, be a confident entrepreneur, get visibility and grow your income. That's the name of the group. And YouTubers, I want you to come join us too. And if you're in my Facebook group, you know I love you. And if you need anything, you know you can just tag me on any question you've got. For more great content, I want you to go to tracybeavers.com/blog. Lots of great free stuff there too. Have a great balance of the week and weekend. And remember, I say this every week, when one of us rises, we all rise. So we have got to keep cheering each other on. All right, I'm going to check the chat over here on Facebook. Hey, I've got some people saying hello. Sherry Edwards. Yay! I'm so glad to see you. We were just talking in the DMs. That's so much fun. Sherry is amazing, you guys. She's a wealth of knowledge on nutrition. Sherry P. Edwards on Facebook. You should go look her up. Somebody said we're Facebook Live twins, but it says Facebook user. Nora is here. Hey, Nora. Nora's in my Business Visibility Made Easy group. She is doing amazing. Lillian's here. Love it. Nikita's here. Michelle Harding. Love it, love it, love it. Hey, Tracy, I love it. Somebody sent me a whole bunch of emojis, a beach and a cat and a heart. I love it. That's so much fun. And Jill said, what a great group of ladies in the class. Yes. Jill was on the call yesterday with us, the Business Visibility Made Easy group. They're so much fun. They're so great. And okay, Cherry's here. Awesome. Diana Strong. Yay. Oh gosh, I haven't heard from you in so long. It's amazing. She said you're an expert when it comes to coaching. You are so kind, Diana. Diana's an expert when it comes to self-defense, you guys. If you need somebody, if you're in the Central Arkansas area and you need to learn self-defense, she's your lady. Somebody whose Facebook user said, vendor events are very difficult. Pack in, set up, pack, back to the house, worn out. Yes. Sometimes you can be worn out from a vendor event. And it feels like a little bit of return, but that's why I was walking my client through the strategies that I've used to have that great maximum return on every vendor event I've ever been to. And I can help you guys do that too. Ray Warner is here. He says, Tracy, you're the best. Let me tell you something about Ray Warner. If you want to know anything about tech, he's your guy. Look him up on Facebook. He has walked me through things on Zoom. I needed a hard drive for my Mac. He had that. I needed an adapter thingy so I could charge the thing in my car without the car blowing up. He helped me with that. It was amazing. All right. Diana, you're so sweet. You help us entrepreneurs focus on the business while you help fill in the gaps. Love that. More is information overload. Yes. I don't know who said that, but it's true. More is not good. We need to do less. Less equals more actions. Yes. Ray says I've wasted so much money. You and me both, man. You and me both. We had that in common when we first got together. No coach is going to pressure me, and I don't plan to do it to my client either. I don't know who said that, but I love you, and I'm sending you a hug at just this Facebook user. Somebody said, I've had a few coaches. My first business coach changed my life. Yes, my first business coach wasn't a good fit, but the business coach I have right now, you know who you are. Shout out to her. She's changing my life, and she's making it great. All right, Twana McFan. Okay, love it. Stacia Archer Clark is here. All right, you guys, if you have any questions, comments, you know I'm here. Let's get it out in the open. Let's solve all the problems of the world together, shall we? All right, I will see you guys next week. I want you to have a great week, balance of the week. Tomorrow's Friday, and a weekend. I will talk to you soon. Bye, Facebook and Instagram and YouTube.